Hallo, 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 hallo. Hello and welcome to a new episode of Testing Sunscreens on Sensitive Skin. As you guys already know, I've got neurodermatitis, so eczema, and I've got a lot of allergies, so I have really sensitive skin. And I found out that Korean and Japanese sunscreens have totally different sunscreen filters as the European as the European people. As European. I know. I'm sorry, little kid. So, as I found out, Asian sunscreen filters are very different to European and American ones. So I'm going to test these two sunscreens today. This one is one I know very well already, and this one is new. If you guys remember, last time I thought it was a sample, but it's not a sample. It's it's the product that I bought, but it was so small that I thought it was a sample. So let's start with Anessa Perfect UV Sunscreen Milk for sensitive skin. As you can see, this is the version that is extra for sensitive skin. Let's try it on. It's almost empty. I could squeeze some out of the bottle because I used it very long. Your skin feels my skin feels very, very velvety, very smooth, silky, just very beautiful, and it's not greasy. The skin has a slight shimmer, but it doesn't have that glass skin effect. It's just shimmery, like kind of glittery. Now comes Safe Recipe. It's so small. It's like a little tube of toothpaste. It's super, super small. So yeah, I don't know how long this is supposed to last. If you think about the amount that you should wear every day. There's a fingerful. Whoa. I had to smell my finger right now because it smells so, this smells like something that you would put on when you're sick and you have a cold. It's very minty and kind of like that. It kind of smells like eucalyptus. I don't know what it's called in English. Well, for this size and for this smell that it has, kind of like a cold medicine, I'm actually questioning if this is really sunscreen. What if this isn't sunscreen? And it says Safe Recipe, so I guess, well, if I read a safe recipe, then I would guess it has no scent at all because it's supposed to be safe for your skin, but yeah, it's just my opinion. It's very rich, very, very thick. It's thicker than the other one. So let's see how I handle it, and then we'll test it on my face. Since I know this cream already from Anessa, I'm going to try it out immediately. Oops. Let's squeeze out the rest. Yep, yeah, that's enough. So I usually put on a fingerful. Oh my goodness, so it's really runny. Yeah, so it has a really runny texture. If you're not fast enough, and it's kind of difficult to get it all on your face without losing some of it. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but it has a tiny white cast on it. My skin feels really velvety, as I said. Very nice, like silky silk. The only problem that I have with this sunscreen is if you have any actives that you use on your face before you put on the sunscreen, then I find that it gets kind of clumpy. So I don't know if it's the actives or the sunscreen that gets clumped up, but for example, I had some moisturizer and I had a hyaluronic acid serum on it on my face before I put on the sunscreen. When I applied the sunscreen, it didn't matter if I waited 10 minutes or 20 minutes in between, it got kind of lumpy, like I had that stuff from an eraser if you erase stuff on paper, and that's what formed on my skin. So I don't know why that happened, but it happens with this one particularly. In particular, particular. If you guys know why this happens, then please write in the comments. I would love to find out why. So if you have oilier skin, I would definitely go for Anessa because it has that mattifying effect, but your skin is still very soft and silky, and it has that shimmer from the glitter particles, but it's not greasy and oily and not so much of that glass skin effect. So it's very good if you don't have too dry skin. Yes, that is my final result. Now I'm going to try out the Saferecipe sunscreen on my face. Let's see. I don't know how much I should use because, as you can see, it's so less. I put a finger full on my face every day. It's gonna be empty in 3 days. Okay. I wish people that produce sunscreens would write the amount that they suggest of their specific product. So this sunscreen is very rich, smooth, and hydrating, even more than the other one. It kind of reminds me of the beauty of Shiseido. But it also has kind of a silky touch to it, more than the beauty of you know what. But it does smell like vapor rub, that stuff. I don't know if you know it, it smells awful. I personally don't like the smell. Maybe you guys like that smell, so I didn't get a reaction on my arm, but I don't know how my skin will react if sun goes on it directly because it has that strong scent to it, and I can't imagine that it won't have any reaction, so I'll see. But yeah. So what I do like about the sunscreen is that it has 0 white cast. And the one from Anessa did have a white cast, and the more you put it on, the stronger the white cast got. So this is something that is very good, but the scent is so strong that I would definitely not use it. So I would definitely not recommend this sunscreen at all. So if you compare the white cast to each other, the second one is better, but if you compare everything else, like the scent, the price, the amount that you get for this little cream, I would not recommend this one.